Hey Di, remember the power cord we plugged in when we did Hello World?
Hi, I'm Diane, this is Paul, and we are the PC Zombies. What about the power cord?
Well, the back of this case has a door on it. If we put the door on it, this power cord prevents the door from closing, so we can't use this power cord. So today we're going to talk about things you could do when you have a power cord that just doesn't work.
All right, can you show me how the power cord obstructs the door?
I can. Why don't you grab the camera and I'll try putting it on the door and we'll see it for yourself, all right?
All right.
You ready, Di?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first thing let's do, let's stand this computer up like it would be when it's standing under my desk. And next, let's remove the power cord so I can show you the problem. I have to remove the power cord because the door itself goes on best when the door is mostly closed. So you line it up, put it on. Now that's the door. When the door is closed, all the cords are supposed to come through these channels at the bottom. Now, when the door is open, we'll plug in this power cord. And I could maybe get the door to close, but I'd have to bend this power cord so much. I'm putting a lot of stress on it. Probably not going to have the best connection to the power supply. This is a 1500 watt power supply. It's a 14 gauge power cord. It's going to get hot if there's any loose connections. So we need to find a solution for this, all right?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you do, take the power cord out, and you see the configuration of these prongs inside of the slot. The slot is wide, the prongs are wide. The slot is not very high, the prongs are really thin in height. This is a particular configuration called a C19. Most PC power supplies have a C13 configuration. So if you bought a right-angled cable like this, you see how the slots, the prongs would have to be tall like that? This would not fit on this power supply. What you want to buy is what's called a 90-degree down angle, where the slots are the same orientation as what you have. The other one I showed you, which is more common, most PCs have this one, is a C13. This one's a C19. They actually call the hole it plugs into with the prongs C20. So you put a 19 with a 20, you put a 13 with a 14. You don't want to do just a little right turn adapter. You want a right turn with a power cable on it.
Why is that?
Because if you have extra connections, especially behind this door, it can get hot and it's a point of failure, and then you might potentially get a fire. And so try to get a downward angle, 14 gauge cable. It takes the turn once it's plugged in and it goes straight down. So that's good. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a cable that plugged all the way into the outlet in my office. So I got an extension. It's about a 3-foot extension. This is a C20, remember, so the C19 goes inside of it. And now this will all connect outside of the case. And because I want to keep this door so it can close, I can use these routing channels, push the power cord in, bring it down, get it into one of these channels, and now the door closes.
That's cool.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know power cords could be so complex.
Well, you know, ideally, this isn't the best solution. The best solution is it goes all the way to the outlet in the office. But the little extension, getting that outside of the case is great. And boy, this works well. There's one other little problem you may or may not have noticed, but my little power switch now is a little bit hidden underneath that cable.
Okay.
So it's hard to push, but we'll deal with that later. But you know, normally with a PC, you turn it on once and then all the rest of the time you turn it on with the button at the top of the PC. So we should be fine.
I'm glad there were other solutions.
Yeah, it works out pretty good. So guys, next time we're going to show you how we test our Hello World boot PC. Please subscribe. Hope to see you again.
And we love the thumbs ups.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.